Hi, good evening. Let's hear it first. This is what I call a straw flute. So, how do we make it? So, I'll tell you how to make it, and then also I'll ask few questions based on the concept which we are going to do today. Okay. So, you need few straw with you. So, these are the normal straw, plastic straw you need. You need a scissor. Okay. And then you need to cut the straw like this. So basically you have to cut it like this and then like this. So it will be in the form of a beak. Can you see it? So it will be like a beak. It will take a shape of the beak. So once this is done, you blow the air. So it will produce sound. Okay. So this is our flute. Now let's come to the concept. So I want you people to observe something based on the sound which you are going to hear. So listen carefully, observe it, and based on your observation, I'll ask you the few questions. Okay, so let's begin. So as you could see, this is a straw flute which has a length. So length is an important parameter here which I want you people to notice. And then based on the length, what kind of sound you are able to listen, you have to observe that. Okay, so this is of this much length. So if I blow the air, so you must have heard the sound. So remember the sound. All right, now we have another straw, yellow one. So if you compare the length of the yellow one, so yellow one is a little smaller as compared to this big one. So remember the sound of this white one. Okay, so let me blow this one. I hope that you people must have recognized this one, and by now you are able to distinguish between the two sounds. All right, now again this white one, if I compare the length, again I'm going to compare the length. So if you see this, so you could see the length of this white one now is less than this. So let me blow this white one. All right, hear the sound properly. So the previous one was this, and this one. Okay, now smaller one, smaller than this. So this one is again smaller than this. So the first one was very big, second one was smaller as compared to the first one, third one, this one is smaller as compared to the second one, and now the last one, it is smaller among these all. So did you notice any difference in the sound which is produced by all these straw? So let me tell you the sound which is produced by this. I'm not going to name any factor here. You have to just answer the few questions based on your observation. So these were the straw of different lengths, and here we have 4 straw. So this is it, 4 straw of different length. So the first one sound was a grave sound. Okay, so we have two kind of sound, one is shrill and the other one is grave. So this one was the grave sound, grave. Shrill one is this, shrill. So you could easily figure out that when we produce the grave sound and when we produce a shrill sound, sound is always produced by the vibrating object. So these objects, when we are blowing the air, they're vibrating. These reeds are vibrating, these flaps are vibrating, and because of the flaps vibrating here, we could hear that sound. So basically, this grave sound and shrill sound depends on the length. Okay, so this is an important factor we need to understand, that the shrill sound is produced by the smaller one. So smaller the length, shrill sound we will get, more the length, we'll get the grave sound. Now I want you people to understand that how these this shrill and your grave sound is related to something called pitch, and pitch is further dependent on a property of a sound. Okay, so that's a question for you to answer, that if this is a shrill sound, what will be the pitch and what will be the frequency. Okay, now this is one. Now let me tell you something important. uh, this there is a characteristic which I don't want to name here. There is a characteristic of sound which depends on the length. So more the length, grave larger the length, grave will be the sound, and pitch will be less. So that's a hint, pitch will be less. Smaller the length, shrill will be the sound, more will be the pitch. Now every vibrating object in this world, when vibrates with a certain kind of frequency. So it vibrates with a certain kind of frequency. It means uh, with respect to this length, there is a frequency of this pipe. Okay, so when we are blowing the air, what is happening? When we are blowing the air, what is happening? Basically the flaps are vibrating, and the vibrations of the flap matches the natural frequency of this pipe, and the natural frequency of this pipe depends on the length. So the natural frequency of the pipe depends on the length of the pipe. Okay, so now what happens is, when I blow it, flaps are going to vibrate. Flaps are going to vibrate with a frequency which depends on the length of this straw, this pipe, and that particular frequency is the natural frequency. So basically we have a frequency of the flaps vibrating which is matching the natural frequency of the pipe, because there is a certain length, and that frequency, which is the natural frequency, depends on the length of the pipe. So in that case, whenever natural frequency matches with a frequency of the reed or the flap, so when the frequency of the flap matches the natural frequency of the pipe, there is a phenomena which is known as resonance. So basically when we are blowing the air, so this sound is basically the natural frequency. And why this sound is coming? Because this resonance is happening. Okay, and whenever resonance happens, the amplitude of the sound, the amplitude of the waves are really greater. They are too large. Okay, so based on whatever happened here, uh, you could answer few questions, that how the frequency depends on the length, number one. Number two, what is the relation between pitch and frequency? Number three, how the shrill sound and grave sound are related to pitch and further related to frequency. Fourth, now fourth one is, as I told you, resonance is happening and this sound is coming. Basically the vibrations of the flap is matching the natural frequency of the pipe, which further depends on the length of the pipe, and therefore this resonance is taking place. So this resonance is taking place. So I would like you to figure out few examples from your daily life where this resonance happening. So this is your question number 4, and the last is, I want you people to do this activity. I told you how to make up the pipe. Please make a note of it. It might be looking easier to produce sound with the help of this pipe, but trust me, when you try it, it won't come. The sound will not come. Indeed, you have to practice a lot to produce this kind of sound. So here we go. I would like to just tell you how the length and frequency, or how they are related. One. So natural frequency of this is different. Natural frequency of this is different. Why they are different? You know the answer. All right. Thank you so much.